Now, when a user logs in with a social account, we can save some additional information about him. For example, if we go into the documentation of OmniAuth Google Auth 2, we have this auth hash. So it is all the information we receive from the social media account when the user is being signed in. We get the provider. It's basically the name of the social strategy that is used to log in. We get the UID. It is the unique ID of the user in this social provider. Then we get information, the name of the user, email, first name, last name. We get the avatar. We have some kind of URL to his profile. Then what else do we have? We have credentials and so on. But the most interesting things are the unique ID from the social media provider, the name, and the image. So let's try to display them in our application. For this, we're going to add a few additional fields to our user table. So let's type Rails generate migration, add OmniAuth fields to users. And now we have a new migration. And we're going to say add column to the table users named provider, and the type is going to be string. So we're going to add the provider, the name of the social media provider, then the UID. So UID. Then we're going to add the name, image, and URLs, maybe. Let's try starting with just name and image. Okay. Let's try to run the migration, Rails db migrate. So if we go to our schema, now we'll reload and see that we have provider, UID, name, and image. And we're going to save them when a user is being logged in with the social media account. So for this, we're going to our user RB model. And here you see when we create a user, we get email equals data email, password. It is automatically generated by device. And we're going to add some additional stuff. We will say user.uid equals access token dot UID. Then user dot what else do we have? Provider equals access token dot provider, and user name and image. So we'll also have user name and image equals access token dot UID. And here we'll also call user dot save, so that these changes are persisted. But again, you see the name and the image are nested inside info. So we will have to say access token dot info dot name dot info dot image. And let's see if this works. Now I'm not putting it in the create method so that it is updated for both new users and old users. Let's try to start our server and see if these fields are saved. So I will sign in with GitHub. And okay, it says successfully authenticated, but I cannot log in. Interesting. Let's see why. I'll try to log in with another account. I go to users. Okay, this is really interesting. I tried to log in with a user account with an email that was banned. So I can successfully log in with GitHub, but it doesn't log me into the application. You see, I am logged, but the GitHub authentication works correctly. So it says successfully authenticated, but it doesn't log us in. Well, we can look at this issue in details a bit later. So now I will unlock my account. Let me unlock it. Now I will log in with GitHub. It's just the fastest way. And I will also display the fields that we have saved from social login in our users partial. I will go to views, user, and here I will add some additional fields. They're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be provider. It's going to be UID. It's going to be name and image. And you see they were saved. We have the provider, the UID, name and image, but the image is displayed just as a link. Let's try to follow this link. Let's try to open it. What will it give us? So I get this image. Now to display it as an image, we can try to add an image tag. And here we have this image. Of course, it would be nice to resize it. Let's go to the image tag docs and see the basic options of changing the size of an image. Image tag, and we can say size right afterwards. Let's try. Okay, let's make it bigger. Let's make it 50 to 50 pixels. And here we have this image. So if we go to users, okay, nil location provided, because there is no image for some kind of users. So we will say if user.image.present, then we will display this image tag. And statement like this. And here we have the list of all the users, and the ones that have images have an image. Here we have the information that I logged in with GitHub. Here's my GitHub UID. Here's my GitHub name. If I log in with the same email, but let's say with Twitter, here I'm logging in. You see, I have another image, I have another UID, and well, the same name. So basically like this, we can extract information from our social media accounts and save them in our application. And what did we do? We added a migration with these fields, and we added these fields in user RB in the method where we either create a new user or log in with an existing user. And that's it for this lesson. Thank you.